Well, alrighty then. Anglers worldwide, I'm Jabroni Joe, so you already know I am back with another show. And in today's video, everyone, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update because it has been a while since I have uploaded one of my long form videos like this one. I have been uploading a lot of shorts lately just to make sure you guys have some content to watch, but I wanted to give you guys this update because it has been a little bit since you've seen this ugly mug on your computer screen. First thing I wanted to talk about today is this awesome new space that we are in. My family recently moved from our small 2-bedroom apartment into a beautiful 3-bedroom house, and we love our new home. The extra room, the extra square footage, and the yard that we now have are just 3 of the many reasons why we love our new space, and we can't wait for all of the amazing memories we're going to make in this new home. And having the extra room has also afforded Jabroni Joe something that he has always wanted, and that's his own home office. So welcome everyone to Studio Joe 2.0. I've spent the last few weeks decorating and getting everything moved into the new studio here, so now I have this awesome space to work on filming these intros and outros for you guys, editing all of the videos, and working on my music, working on my writings, working on my drawings. I'm a pretty creative guy, I have a lot of creative outlets, so having my own little space to just get away from the chaos of the day and work on all of my work is really, really nice, and I'm super happy to have it. There are a few other reasons why I have not made any videos in the past few weeks besides the fact we've been moving, but real quick, we're gonna take a tour of the room, show you everything that's in here so far, and then we will get into those updates. All right, so from outside the office, we've got the man cave sign. Open the door and walk in. And here we go. So right here's the door, and this leads to my wall of stuff. Wall of fame, wall of shame, whatever you want to call it. I've got signed posters from my favorite band, A Day to Remember, pictures of my wife, my uncle, myself, all out fishing, various memories. I've got a bunch of wrestling memorabilia. Some of it is autographed, some of it is not. This belt, my wife had this made for me. I absolutely love it. I've got some artwork that my wife made, that my son's made, that my best friend has drawn for me. Various comics. This is the more high dollar comics in my collection, though they're not super high dollar. Movie posters, ticket stubs from shows I've been to. We got this awesome little grill. This is actually a Scentsy. My mom's a Scentsy rep and was able to get me that as a Father's Day gift. There's my fish tank. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Up top here, we've got my Dragon Ball Z plushies. Next to the desk here is my reading corner. Got the light back there to turn on behind me so that I can see my book good. And then we've got various certificates and stuff like that. I was a band kid all through high school and college. I actually majored in music in college. Been playing saxophone for 15 years, and I play a few other instruments. So this is all just stuff from my time in band, original artwork that my son and my wife have made. We got a couple of pieces of history there. That's a silver certificate from 1935. Come across here, these windows. There's the closet, loaded down with fishing gear, camping gear, and other stuff that's been put in storage. My backpacks. And then here's my bookshelf, loaded down with my favorite book series. This shelf will probably get loaded down with books eventually, but it's holding hats for now. Down here I've got biographies and autobiographies, cookbooks, novels, and fiction, general works of fiction. Down there is comics, and then like music books, old yearbooks and stuff like that. Here on the desk is a Fluval Spec 5. It's a 5-gallon fish tank. Inside I've got a bunch of Anacharis is the name of this plant. It grows really fast and really easily if you've got the proper lighting, which this is just the light that came with the tank. And I'm not sure if you can see him hiding back there, but I've got a twin-tail half-moon beta. He's a beautiful white color with blue tints to him. It looks almost like ice or snow or a glacier, which is why his name is Glacier. Glacier is also the name of a popular, or semi-popular, I should say, professional wrestler from the 90s. So in addition to catching fish, I actually love fish keeping. I love having aquariums. So if you're interested in seeing some more content about, you know, keeping fish in an aquarium, maybe seeing me try to keep a pet bass or a sunfish, let me know, because I would definitely love to make some videos like that. Here, I'm gonna give him a little bit of food, see if that'll get him going. He loves these bug bites here. Fluval bug bites. Alrighty anglers, so now that we have shown you the awesome new Studio Joe 2.0, let's go over some of the other reasons why I have not made any content in the past few weeks, besides the fact that we've been moving. First and foremost, and the biggest one of all, is I'm not catching a lot of fish right now, guys. The winter fishing is super tough for me this year. I've been out, I've been filming, but I'm just not getting on a lot of fish, and the fish I am getting on are just not on camera. So it's been a little bit of a rough winter, but I'm still out there grinding it out. We're going to get it figured out, and even if this winter ends up not being so great for fishing, I'm sure we're going to have an epic spring this coming year. Another issue with being out filming is that, for some reason, really cold weather and GoPro batteries just do not mix. My GoPro batteries seem to die twice as fast when the weather is under 40 degrees. So that has just made it a little bit difficult when I'm out filming, because I have to try and catch a fish a lot faster than I normally do, because I don't have a whole lot of time to film. Now, just because I'm having a hard time catching fish on camera doesn't mean I haven't caught any fish on camera. So I do have a couple of bass clips to show you guys. Let's go ahead and run those right now. Oh man, fingers are freezing, guys. Now that's a fish. There we go. Got him. Woo! Cold water bass on a snowy day. Look at that. Fattening up. Spinnerbait and cold water, or cold weather. Oh, always does me good. It's not a bad fish to start the day. Let's get this baby back in the water. Took a couple of hours, and the GoPro batteries are being real finicky in this cold weather, but here's another small fish. This one's on a jig, on the jig I put on earlier. If I can get him unhooked here, he got this sucker pretty deep. There we go. Decent little fish. Let's get him back in the water. And in addition to all of the bass fishing, trout season has opened up here in Oklahoma, and there's a couple of ponds in the Oklahoma City metro area that they stock with rainbow trout for people to go and fish for, and they have a derby every year for these trout. So I took my kiddo down to the trout derby that they were having, because he has actually been showing quite an interest in fishing in the outdoors lately. He's been talking about wanting to go camping more, and we had a pretty decent time. We did not get on any fish that particular day, any of those trout, but we did learn a lot of new stuff about trout fishing with all of the Oklahoma Parks and Recreation and Wildlife Department were out there giving out information on how to trout fish, and they gave my son a brand new rod and reel so that he had something to fish with in the future. Here is one little clip from us trout fishing at the derby. Out here doing a little bit of trout fishing with my boy. Edwards Park in Oklahoma City. Some of the stock trout action that they do in Oklahoma City Metro. Hopefully we get on some. I just have a couple more quick stories before we wrap up today's video, guys. First things first, another big reason that I've had trouble fishing in the last month or so is when I was out fishing on one trip, I unfortunately lost my finesse combo, my spinning finesse combo. I was paddling with my kayak, my paddle caught it in the rod holder and chunked it into the water. I turned around to get it, it was already underwater. I tried to fish for it for probably 10-15 minutes trying to get it out of water, but it's down in like 20 feet of water at the pit. So that was my 6'6" Ugly Stick Light Pro, which is with a Fluger President reel. And that was pretty much my finesse combo. It's what I use for all of my drop shots, my Ned rigs, my shaky heads, and it was just gone. So the fact that I haven't been able to do any form of real finesse fishing the past few weeks has really put a damper, I think, on all of the fishing, because in the winter time the fish either want something really, really big or really, really tiny, and all the ones I'm fishing for apparently don't want anything really, really big because I'm not landing a lot of fish. Hopefully we will be getting the spinning combo situation rectified soon. Hopefully pick up something new, even if it's something in the budget category, just so I have something to fish with. Really, if it catches fish, it catches fish. Am I right? One last story, guys, to add to all of the frustration that I have been having with filming. I experienced one of the most bittersweet moments you could as a fishing YouTuber. I was on the water, and right after I got on the water, I was casting my jig. I got my GoPro out, went to turn it on. Batteries were dead. I apparently forgot to charge them, so I had no GoPro. Then I hook into a fish, and it was a big fish. Landed this fish. Reach for my scale. Don't have a scale. That's number 2 issue out there. No GoPro batteries, no scale. I pull my phone out to try and take a picture of the fish. It's at 1% battery and dies mid-picture. And it did not save it. So guys, unfortunately, I have no proof of this fish I caught. I would guess it was probably a 4-pounder, maybe 5, but I'm trying to convince myself that it was not a 5-pounder, because if it was a 5-pounder, it would have been my new PB, and it would break my heart to think that I didn't even get to scale it to know if it was a 5-pounder. So that is a fisherman's story, as you guys can tell, because I have no proof of the catch, so you guys have to take me for my word or call me a liar, whatever you will, but I promise you, it actually happened. Alrighty, anglers, I do believe that I have updated you guys on pretty much everything that is going on in the world of Jabroni Joe and the rest of the Joe Show. We do have a few more things to announce that are be coming out in the next few weeks, so be sure to stay tuned, because we do have some footage that is filmed coming out for you guys to enjoy. I do want to say though, do not be shocked over the next couple months if the footage is a little sporadic, because the fishing is going to be so tough, and I would never want to put out subpar or mediocre content for you guys to enjoy. I try to take great pride in my work and only put out stuff that I am personally proud of and would watch myself. So if the content is a little bit slow until the spring gets here, it is purely because I want that content to be quality. If you stuck around to the end of this video, I want to thank you so much, and I want to remind you to be sure and smash that like button and body slam a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of today's update. And if you're not already, be sure to super kick subscribe so that you can make sure to catch all of the Jabroni Joe outdoors action. We will see you guys in the next video, and remember, if it ain't Joe, it's gotta go. Angler out. Fish on. Oh my God. That feels like a good fish.